All right, just getting logged in here. I should probably say this for you, the guys that are not live, don't have anybody in the room yet, but I will tell you, this is the weekly live broadcast. We do this every Thursday night, 7 o'clock Central, pretty much every night, every Thursday, I should say. I sometimes life gets in the way and I can't do it, but for the most part, every Thursday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, I come on here and it's pretty much just Ask Me Anything kind of session. It's just time for viewers to log in here, and I just let the chat kind of dictate how the live broadcast goes. So looks like we got 5 people logged in already. I better get set up here so I can see what's going on. Hey there, Tyler. How are you? Odai. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Odai? I'm not sure if I got it right or not. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. Lauren, Ruthie, the Toasted Rabbit. All right. Hey guys, how are you? Give me a minute here. I'm getting all set up so I can see what's going on. All right, there we go. Doug is in. Hello. How's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully well. Look at that. We got 21 people in here already. You guys jumped on early. And already 2 thumbs up. Toasted Rabbit transplanted some zucchini and cucumber today. Well, where are you located? Because, man, around here, we're expecting some snow this weekend, believe it or not. It's not, like I said, our last frost date's not until the middle of April, April 15th, April 20th, something like that. So it's not out of the woods for cold weather yet, but it's way too early for me to put out some zucchini or cucumber or anything like that. Oh, you got them, LLG. I was hoping you were gonna be on. I was gonna say you should be getting them any day now. Hopefully that made sense. I used some old packages that were seeds for something else, scratched them out and wrote on what they were. I probably spelled the names of the seeds wrong, but you got the idea. You know what they are. Those have done well for me in the past. Those habaneros are just fantastic. If you like any kind of spice whatsoever, they're great. They just got a great flavor to them, and they're not just overly hot. So I love them. All right. Odai says, is it good to trade quails for German pigeons? Well, it depends on what you want. If you want German pigeons, I don't even know if I know what German pigeons are exactly, but yeah, I don't think that's a bad trade. If you're looking for some pigeons, go for it. Why not? I once traded a rabbit for a handful of quail. So, all right. Who else we got here? Desteron, hopefully I got that right, from Southeast Texas, huh? I used to live in East Texas. It wasn't Southeast Texas, but it was East Texas, so probably not too far from you. Um, oh boy, I'm going to have a hard time with that name. That's Stephen from Gallipolis. Gallipolis, is that right? Ohio? And Houdini, hey there. Lauren says, can you say hey to my mom, Marva Murillo, or Murillo? I'm not sure. Well, hello, Mom. Not my mom, but Lauren's mom. Glad you guys could make it tonight. Oh, Toasted Rabbit, you're in Texas. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine the chickens are not pleased about the heat, huh? It's already hot. Well, depending on what part of Texas you're in, I will tell you, the time I lived in Texas for about 8 years. I lived in Nacogdoches, deep East Texas. And the only time I ever saw it snow was on Easter Sunday. And it was just one time ever. And boy, everybody freaked out. They were at the grocery stores and they were just like, I got to get home before it gets bad. It was like 50 degrees outside. It's not going to get bad. But hey, they don't get to see snow very often, so I don't blame them. Michelle, hey there. Tom's on, hey. Patrick, hello. DDW, hello from West Virginia. Hello to you. Doug says only one of 4 does had babies, but 2 of the others are making nests with hay. Well, hey, one of the 4 had babies, 2 of the others are making nests, so it sounds like you got some more on the way. Hopefully all 4 of them have babies. Good luck with that. Toasted Rabbit says, I traded my red rabbit buck for 18 chicks. Well, that's not a bad trade. I like working out trades. Sometimes it works better than just buying things. I've got this, you want this, you got that, I want that. Let's just trade for it. Why not? That's how I got my first quail. Actually, is I traded some rabbits for it. A guy wanted some rabbit for his wanted some units for his breeding stock, and he was going to trade me a couple other rabbits. I said, wait a minute, you got some quail? I said, yeah. So we worked out a trade, and it worked out. The one that had babies had 7. This is Doug. Okay, so your one doe that had babies had 7. That's a pretty decent litter size. I wouldn't complain about that at all. Mike, hello to you. And Desteron, I have a hard time with your name. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Says, your videos help me a lot with hatching quail for the first time. Thank you for sharing your experience. Well, thank you for watching. I'm glad that you found them helpful, and congratulations on your hatch. Michelle Arnold, huh? We got a couple of Michelles in here now. Hello to you. Desteron says it snowed 3 times this year. That's in southeast Texas, is that right? Well, in the whole 8 years I lived in Texas, it didn't snow but just the one time. Toasted Rabbit says we had a snow day like that too. The streets were a mess. We just stayed home that day. Well, it didn't even stick that day. I mean, it was like 50 degrees outside, so there was some snow coming down, but it didn't accumulate on the streets or anything. It was just people panicked anyway. But you know, when I lived in Texas, they panicked when it rained. I would drive home from work and they'd say, be careful, it's raining out. You know, like it was some kind of bad thing. Ethan's Loft. There we go. Ethan's Loft says, "Hey Chris, I hope everything is going well for you. This is Great Falcon. This is my other channel. I've been watching you on this channel. Blessings to you and yours." Well, thank you so much, and blessings to you too. Oh yeah, so that's a Holland Lop that had 7 babies. That is a pretty good litter size then. Good job. You can't. I'm looking at the other video. It looks like it's getting a little bit laggy, a little bit choppy. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my internet lately. For some reason, it just seems to be lagging. Hopefully, it doesn't freeze. Hopefully, it doesn't kick me out. There's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Looks pretty clear on my screen up here, but on the computer screen down below where I've got it running in the background, it's yeah, I can see it. It's definitely blurry and looks a little bit laggy. So, must be a bandwidth issue. That is my guess. Joe had 4 new litters last night, so nice. Congratulations. Oh, let me take a sip here. Well, chat's a little bit slow, or either that or it's just lagging like everything else on my computer seems to be. So let's see, what's going on this week? Oh, Easter this weekend. Anybody got big plans for Easter? Oh, Kyle wants to know, do you treat your hatching age with anything to kill bacteria? Yes. Use Listerine, gold Listerine, 50% water, 50% Listerine in a spray bottle. And I spray them down when I collect them. And then one more time right before they go in the incubator. You can go back and check out my videos. I've got a whole series on storing and hatching eggs. And I go through that whole process there. So you can go check those out and see what I'm talking about. But that's pretty much it. Just you mist them down. And don't scrub them or anything. Just mist them down. And then right before they go in the incubator one time. Now, once they go in the incubator, don't spray them down anymore. Just leave them alone at that point. No more spraying anything on them. This is what live internet would have looked like in the 80s. You're probably right. This is more like what TV would have looked like, or did look like in the 80s, I think. Hey, Kinsey, how are you? Glad you made it. Thanks for joining. Having a few internet issues today, so the video may be a little bit laggy, so just bear with me. I will do my best. So, oh, Karen's asking about 4 litters, saying, wow, yeah, that's a lot of rabbits to take care of all at once. All right, Edward says, I'm starting my quail farm on my 50-foot yacht building. I'm starting my quail farm on my 50-foot yacht, building the cage completely out of PVC. Nothing but PVC? I'm assuming you're going to wrap wire around it or something, but yeah, my first cages I made out of PVC. Actually, they were wire cages, but I hung them on a PVC rack, and I did a video on how to make stacking cages with PVC and wire and all that. Those were what I started off with. They worked pretty well, actually. I just eventually wanted to get them outside, and I like the idea of all the droppings falling to the ground and not